Morning all, day 5, my 100 days to Ironman. Pretty busy day yesterday. Slept incredibly well, felt a little bit sore this morning on the muscles, but I think that's to be expected. Completed 2 of my longest aspects. So longest run that I've done in a long time, probably since my military days. Then 1700 meter swim, which I've never done before. That is the longest I've ever swam. Rest day today. I'm on the way to the gym. I can do 45 minutes of foam roller work, just manipulating some of those muscles which have become quite tight. And then a sauna and a steam, and then home to catch up on some chores there. Did 40 minutes meditation this morning at home, which got me thinking about yesterday and what I did, and my own self-belief. Now 5-6 weeks ago, if you would have said to me that you're going to complete 9-mile cross-country run, especially on that route that I did yesterday, and a 1700 meter swim in one day, there would have been an element of self-doubt, just because it was new and I hadn't attempted it before. And from that, started to dig a little bit deeper within my own belief structure, because I think it's very easy to become accepting or to inherit the beliefs of others. It's very easy to judge, and it's very easy to accept a way of living. And if there is any one thing that this training is going to develop within me, is the belief of physically anything is possible. Because I'm very good at the mindful aspects or the mindful belief that I can achieve anything, but the physical aspects is a whole new realm for me. So it's really interesting that yesterday, actually, at a subconscious level, came through and broke through 2 of my own restrictive beliefs about what was possible, and I didn't actually think about it. And I think, again, I mentioned it a couple of days ago, because I feel so present in the moment, and mindfully I've prepared myself for this over a while, and it's something that I want to do. I don't actually have time for any restrictive beliefs. I don't have any time for doubting what is possible. And I think it can be very easy during the swim to cut it short, to not worry about the last couple of miles on a training run, because there's an element of doubt, or it's maybe a little bit further than you've ever done before. But the elation of actually completing that and finishing it raises that self-belief bar a little bit further. So I guess what I'm saying is, to anybody that's out there and training in a similar boat to me, do finish those training sessions fully. Commit yourself 100% and believe in yourself, because I mean, a couple of videos. One, the 82 or 83-year-old American nun that completed her Ironman, the oldest person I think to complete an Ironman in America or globally. There's a documentary on the Ironman website actually, and I'll put it in the link below. Phenomenal, and apologies, I've forgotten her name, but apologies there. But phenomenal, I mean, that's massive inspiration. If an 83-year-old nun can do it, then there's no reason why someone in their 30s can't. And then there's another video, and I'll put the link if I can find it. I watched it ages ago, about the guy that was going to do 5 Ironmans in 5 days. He came off on the second day and broke his pelvis, but still continued. And he didn't realise until day 4, after his coach insisted that he went. He still was swimming, still was cycling, and he was still attempting to run. And these people there's no element of doubt over whether they can achieve it. So I know yesterday I said about motivation, or the day before about not needing motivation, but I think there's a big difference between motivation and inspiration. And if anything, if there is an element of self-doubt there, I think it's really key early on that you address that and eliminate that from your training, your mindful training, because it's not going to do you any justice moving forward. And I think the way that you excuse me, the way that you smash through those barriers is to finish your training sessions, finish those sets. An extra 25 meters in the pool can change the way that you think between actually finishing and actually finishing. And for those of you out there that have done that will know what I mean. So, a couple of breakthroughs for myself yesterday. Finished 2 of the longest distances that I've done. One in a long time and the other one of all time. And raised the bar on my belief structure of how far I can progress within the training. So just to say thank you to everyone so far as well. Had some really good feedback on social media. It's been really nice to hear lots of people following and appreciating what I'm doing. So thumbs up to that. So thanks again. Comment below. As I said, I'm going to put the links, if I can find them, in the description below. So check out those videos. So for lunch today I've got some celeriac and sweet potato chips in olive oil and some celery salt topped with them. Tin tuna, obviously dolphin free. An avocado with some Worcester sauce and a mixed salad with some balsamic glaze. So here's a review of a book that I've been reading, Triathlon 101 by John Nora. Really good book. As it says on the front, essentials for multi-sport success. Although not specific to Ironman training, it does cover in detail a number of different sections between the different races. It is a Bible for all things. As a beginner, it's covered all of the aspects which I didn't know, from diary planning to budgets, taking the plunge into the pool, the transition from the pool to the open water. Gives you some sample workouts in here to do in the gym. Talks about different types of hydration, from sports drinks, carb drinks, all of those kinds of things that you wouldn't necessarily consider or research. It's really highlighting them in a very simplistic and blunt way, to be honest. Very, very easy to read. If anything, it contains a bit too much information. You could probably divide Triathlon 101 into 3 or 4 books. There's nothing negative really to say about it, or constructive to say. Everything in it is as it is, black and white. Tells you all of the things that you need to know. Again, just randomly picked a page here and it talks about 6 injuries most common to triathletes and how to avoid them. So it does really break down everything within 180 pages. 180 pages. Highly recommended for, again, I think people of all levels. Again, sometimes we can become complacent in what we read or what we think we know. This I would certainly add to the bookshelf of one of the best books that I've read as a newbie to the sport. So that's Triathlon 101 by John Nora. I'll put the link in the description below. Are you comfortable? Just making this banana and spinach smoothie. All it is 4 bananas, couple of good handfuls of spinach, some ice and some soy. Green and awesome. Just out walking with the dogs. Stunning sunset, you can't really see behind. Pretty wet. Nice to get out today. Obviously it's rest day, so I've been indoors the majority of the day, which has been nice because it's been cold, and I've managed to catch up on a load of bits and pieces that I needed to finish off before this week ahead. So decided to get out with the dogs, a bit of a walk, just heading down towards the beach, which is at the end of this track here. It's been strange, to be honest, having the day off, and as much as I can read about the benefits of rest, and I understand the biomechanics of why we should rest, there's always that temptation to get out for a run or just go for a small swim. And I think it's because when you're setting off on a journey like this, you're so excited, and the adrenaline, and you're keen to progress, that you want to get out, you want to improve. But as I know, that improvement requires rest and recovery, and it's essential really in the development of the program. And the rest and recovery is ultimately just as important as the next big swim or the next big ride. But it's limited to 1 day a week, so I'm sure I can cope with that. I'm sure it's something that everyone encounters, and it doesn't matter whether you're doing a sprint, triathlon or an Ironman, because you're wrapped up in the moment, excited. It's only natural to want to do more. It's like you get a new car, you want out and clean it all the time. Or you get a new motorbike, you want to be out at every opportunity. So I think this is probably it for me today. Tonight I've just got some celeriac chips and sweet potato chips, which I cooked earlier on with chicken, so nothing cutting edge this evening. And then some snacks, light snacks. Generally I'm just having a bowl full of seeds, mixed nuts and seeds of an evening if I'm sitting down and reading or watching the telly, and some blueberries, maybe a satsuma, an apple, and then bags of bananas. So yeah, that's it for me today, and looking forward to cracking on tomorrow.